As an experiment, I used Jacob Collier's reharmonization approach using chord inversions, substitutions, diminished passing chords, and multiple modulations to turn this 7-chord song into roughly 58 different chord voicings on the 5-string guitar. Enjoy.
Everybody knows the dice are loaded. Everybody rolls with their fingers crossed. Everybody knows the war is over. Everybody knows the good guys lost. Everybody knows the fight was fixed. Poor stay poor and the rich get rich. That's how it goes. Everybody knows the boat is leaking. Everybody knows the captain lied. Everybody's got this broken feeling, like the father or the dog just died. Everybody's talking to the pocket. Everybody wants a box of chocolates and a long step road. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. It's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows you love me, baby. Everybody knows you really do. Everybody knows that you've been faithful. I'll give or take a night or two. And everybody knows you've been discreet. There were so many people you just had to meet without your clothes. Your clothes. Oh no. Everybody knows. And everybody knows that it's now or never. Everybody knows it's me or you. And everybody knows you live forever when you've done a line or two. And everybody knows the deal is rotten. Old Black Joe is still picking cotton for your ribbons and bows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. It's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. It's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
And there you have it. Everybody Knows by Leonard Cohen. Now, I mentioned at the beginning this song originally only has 7 chords in it, and that I kind of extrapolated it out to use what I said was 58 chord voicings. Now, what I mean by those voicings is that not all the chords are in root position. So you take 7 chords and you use some of the inversions. First inversion, second inversion, and third inversion. First inversion has a third in the chord in the bass, second inversion has the fifth in the bass, and some dominant chords where I used in third inversion has the 7th in the bass. So say a D chord perhaps might have 4 different iterations of it used throughout the course of the song. So that's one way to multiply the amount of chords I used. Not necessarily that they're all new chords. However, I did modulate through the better part of a total of 3 keys, plus a lot of pivoting chords, which could be seen as outside of the key, and the original song itself, of those 7 chords, 2 of those chords of the original progression in the verse are outside of the original key. So there was already some shifting going on in the original progression, which was a great palette for me to be able to leap from when going into these other modulations and finding other places this could go. So the rough math, well, I should say, Harlan Howard, an old country writer, was attributed with the phrase 3 chords and the truth. Now, if you listen to Jacob Collier, you realize you can go far beyond that, and this was probably my record so far of spinning it off to be what I thought was 58 chords, and I recounted just to make sure, and it was actually 61 chord voicings. So in this case, I'd like to recoin the phrase 61 chords and the truth. Now, if you want me to see me break this song down to explain more about what I did, or for me to do a simpler song that I've done this similar process with, like I did with Danny Boy, which only believe I think is only in the 40s, the amount of voicings that I used on that one. However, it's maybe a more familiar tune to you. Just let me know in the comments below, and I'd be happy to turn any of this into like a breakdown session to kind of step through what I did, why I did it, and see what we can all learn from that, because this to me is just like me writing a research paper. This is what I've learned along the way of taking apart Jacob's songs, learning these inversions, learning this new vocabulary, and finding how it can inform what else we can all do with our own songs, with cover songs. Didn't need that pencil anyway. And so yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Stay tuned for more songs like this to come. Thanks for listening.